Mr. Bola Singh.
Yeah, man.
Good morning, Mr. Bola Singh. Welcome. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Dr. Hussein,
Yeah.
Mauricio,
Okay.
Barbante Duarte from the University of Sao Paulo. Frozen Zoo, a frozen storage bank of deer species.
Okay.
Not only Mazama, but Janelle Brown, I am tired because I've been going like this for days.
Okay.
Jeanette Brown is a PhD student with me, and she's looking at reproduction in Mazama americana, and is to do the genetic fingerprinting of the animals that we are seeing in Trinidad. But the problem is, we were planning for him to samples from some animals yesterday in the north. And today we were lucky to get some samples from in Marabella, Caribbean Blue Gun.
Yeah.
So we were able to sedate the animal yesterday and today.
The American they gonna open up.
Yeah, the little blow that. So the idea is now that we are glad we were able to come to see you, and you touch base with him so he could send you his information on his facility in South. So this way, Joggy, we're slowly in the process of identifying when he gets the information to be able to say whether it's born
authentic.
to, and then now that will give us some guidelines for policy,
Right.
how to manage the animals
Right.
to the best interest of the community.
Yeah. Behavior, because they feel that the animals move like people, they're like people, but they are entirely a different species. And the animal itself, the mere idea that we have different types of teeth and so on, we supposed to be eaten by eating meat, wherever it comes from. Everybody is designed to do that. So that's supposed to be part of our food. And animals, if you look at their ability, these animals down on the ground, they multiply rapidly. Like for example, the iguana, that is about 100 young. You can't tell me that animal has to, you don't have to eat that. Because if you don't have to eat that, you will have an overpopulation. Because the amount that you're multiplying and the rate that you multiply out. So, by design, some animals are designed for food. And therefore the food of man. You look at the lifestyle. They live, some of them live 8 years, some of them live 14 years, some of them 12 years. When an animal have a short lifespan of 8 years, it means after this animal is died, that protein goes to waste. Unless you believe that protein will survive reimburse the soil and whatever it is.
The cycle of nutrients.
Yeah, you will have that.
No, you say that iguana might have 100 young eggs, right?
Yeah.
No. Does the iguana have a type 1 survivorship?
When you say type 1?
In that you hardly have any deaths at the young age.
No. The iguana, because of his nature as a producer, he supplies almost anything from birds, snakes.
He's a source of food.
He's a source
for
of
other animals.
and including man. So his cross-section of suppliers of who he feeds is great. So when a iguana makes 100 eggs, 100 eggs, you don't look at what is the survival rate. We look at how much people he has been able to contribute to, not people, how much other animals he was able to feed during that period of time. It's like cycle, right? And that is the way these animals are. But when we put a human touch to it, and we start to feel like everybody behaving like a human being who resemble a human being, you put too much sentiments and you actually treat every other living thing as with that sentiment. As a result, you stop feeding, you stop eating.
So very many people forget that the chicken that we eat, the pig that we eat, the turkey, the
Yeah.
cattle,
All
they
these
were
were
once wild animals, and we domesticated them.
Yeah.
So humans have reached a stage now where they have domesticated animals, and they have non-domesticated animals. But you can eat the domesticated animals, but you must not interfere with the wild animals.
Right. That is bad. Where you domesticate an animal, you domesticate it because you want the animal within reach. You domesticate an animal because it can be there to you could kill it any time. We have went beyond. I was telling Barry about the zoo. The zoo is a perfect example of how we're thinking right now.
What you should not do.
Look, they bring all the giraffe, warthog, all kind of animals in there.
We went to the zoo yesterday.
Yeah.
She and I. And it was amazing. He pointed out, we didn't have neotropical animals. We have animals they brought from Africa, from Asia. And the zoo now is not paying any attention to education.
I'm telling you, this is something we did that video. Look, I got back in 2018. I see I do a little video on the zoo. I released it yesterday. On the zoo.
On the website?
On the website, yeah.
Alright, I'll forward it.
You
On
see,
YouTube.
On the question is, what we are saying is, we are small island community. We like the big animals. The big animals in the state. The children will go. Children will go to the zoo. And they believe if we have giraffe in the forest. They believe we have that. Because what they have there, look at the deer they have there. The deer, we don't even have that there.
The antelope?
They have a deer. The impala. We don't have that. We only have wild hog, and the wild hog, I asked, what, like hunters hunting here? Because they always feel hunters killing them out. I say hunters hunting in the zoo, because we only have about 2 wild hogs. We have no booty and we have no deer.
The wild hog.
So we have to read out all the animals, so we supposed to be hunting, we are no hunting, we are hunting in the zoo. I say, always check that. Check the zoo and see if anybody hunting here.
Yeah, we didn't see much local animals.
You can't. There is no, if you go now, you will go to the giraffe. But if a man like me go, I ain't going to no giraffe. Guy vex at that animal. I tell you, I am not going to look at
And
it.
those, they have 2 males.
And nothing wrong, they didn't do me anything. Who? There to get information on it there. As I was doing research on it, I wanted to see behavior and so on. So the only place you could, in captivity, you could see some at the mountains. Right? So I was always going to look at the deer. And this deer was one. Now if you want to keep deer, you have, let me say, a few females and 1 male. If you put another
Before
male,
you go to tape, you're saying this?
yeah?
Thank you very
no
much.
problem.
I didn't get behavior go
Yeah.
ahead.
You see, if you keep 2 males, they will fight. If it is fight to survive. If you keep 1 male and about 3 or 4 females, they won't fight. Because the female, the solitary animals always, they're not grouping.
Yeah.
The male will always stay separate from the female if he has space. If the land is big according to everything. He always wants that. Right? But with the females, he have no reason, he don't fight a female. He don't fight a female unless, let me say, he's in a real small enclosure. And like food and things, getting scared something like beat that out. So that kind of
Competition for feed and
for feed
space.
and all this stuff. But if you have him, let me say you have this big expanse of land here, and you have that male will always sit down on the highest point in the land. Perch, and he looks out.
That's what was happening by Mr.